Hi, this is Maury Moreland Morrison, here to tell you Geico has more than just great savings. Much more. Geico's been around for more than 75 years, back when they were using Morse code. Sorry, that's just my sense of humor. What's more, with Geico you get 24/7 access to licensed agents on the app, online, or over the phone, so you can talk to them at night or in the morning. So forevermore, just know that no other auto insurer has more than Geico. More power to you. Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Blog Talk Radio.
I swear talk radio never been so hot. That's why I keep the locks with Gonzo after dark. Gonzo crew out the box, came all the way from the block. Ride me to the top, you gotta like him a lot. Sunny Winters, Elba, clapback calamity, survivalist, politics, revolutionary family, overseas and abroad, militant with expression, right and all wrong. It's all about progression. I ain't so with MVP on sports with the eye test. Analyze the game, listeners digest. There's always a story behind the numbers. Pull up the charts, characters on 100. Eargasm with Buggsy and Princess from down south to the tri-state to talk of the city. We the voice of the people, live as interviews, social life and news, games and gossip too. Gonzo after dark, 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 Gonzo after dark.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tuesday night edition of the Eargasm Show. I'm your host, Buggsy, kicking it with my lovely co-host,
Tinida.
And we are back effect on this live on this Tuesday night. Tonight is Season 2, Episode 25. We're talking about Hush, Hush. We're going to talk about why, and when it comes to minorities and heinous crimes, do they not meet the headlines of mainstream media? Specifically, we're going to talk about the missing girls in D.C., and then we're also going to talk about James Harris Jackson, who traveled specifically to NYC to hunt and murder a black man. So those are the things we're going to talk about. What's good on this Tuesday, Peanut?
Chilling like a villain. How you feeling?
I'm good. I want to shout out some people in Facebook Live. Shout out to Amari. Shout out to Skills. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to all my peoples checking in.
Shout out, you guys.
But what's good on this Tuesday? You was telling us about your sneakers and
right.
You left everything. You was discombobulated.
Yeah, I left my sneakers home, so I couldn't go to the gym. And so I did like 45 minutes at home, so I feel good that I actually did something, just not doing anything at all. So
good to be active, stay active, because you get into a pattern of excuses happening, things happening, and then before you know it, it'd be like 3 weeks that go by without you actually doing anything.
I wasn't doing it to myself. Last week, I had a horrible week last week, and I refuse to let that happen again to me this week. So for the rest of the week, I'll be working out except for Sunday.
You trying to get ready for that summertime, huh?
No, it actually makes me feel good. It makes me feel better.
Really?
Yeah. It gives me more energy. Like I have more. When I don't work out, I'm like I feel fatigued and tired. When I'm working out, I feel good.
Shout out to Delisa and Wanda who's checking in on Facebook Live on tonight's Tuesday night edition of the Eargasm Show. Tonight we're talking about Hush Hush. Why is it when it comes to minorities and heinous crimes, why they don't make
a big deal of it?
Yeah, they don't make a big deal about it. You might hear a little piece of it. And then, you don't hear no details on the case. You don't hear the follow-up stories. You don't know what's going on. Like, things just disappear. Shout out to Mark. I see you, my dude. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight. So, specifically this case with the missing girls. The reports came out at one point that it was 14 girls. Then the number escalated up to 34 girls. Then it was reports that the D.C. police were saying that those numbers were false in general. Did you hear that?
But it's not only in D.C. It's happening in the Bronx as well.
Yeah, but the thing that made this hashtag missing DC girls popular was, well, not popular, but trending, was the fact that it was so many in a short period of time.
Right.
So I think the DC police responded quick and said that's not the case, that there wasn't, as many as 14 girls missing in a 24-hour period, that those numbers are false, that according to their numbers, they have about 501 cases of missing juveniles, and many of them black and Latino. And the law enforcement in D.C. was saying, as of March 26th, police say all 22 cases have been solved.
All but 22.
All but 22. So they're saying over 95% of the cases that they cover for missing peoples in that D.C. area, they're recovering 95% of these cases.
So why isn't everyone being aware of this? Why isn't everyone being aware that they need help for these girls?
I don't know, but shout out to Satane, who lives in he says he lives in the area, and he says some of these girls are just running away.
No, but that's what they make you think, that, okay, they're runaways because they're teens. It can't just be a whole bunch of runaways when they're saying a lot of people are being abducted.
Even
and
still,
being trafficked also.
Yeah, that was the first reports coming out, that these girls were being abducted and put into human trafficking cases. He says, Shatane says, no, he actually knows some of them. So, Shah, you need to call in and shed some light on this subject. Remember, those on Facebook Live that can't hear the show and the actual callers, you guys still need to visit the website at www.gonzoafterdark.com, or you need to call in at 646-668-8649 and press 1 to speak with the host. But we got a caller that wants to get in, I guess, shed some light on this topic. So we're going to take a caller and keep this thing moving. For those of you guys that's new, that's calling into the queue for the first time, the way we identify callers is we call you by the last 4 digits of the number that you're calling from. So right now we're going to take a call and keep this thing moving. Caller 9635. You're on live with the Eargasm Show. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Pardon me, y'all. I was in the middle of a stretch. Yo, what up, y'all?
What's good, Mr. Winters? What's really good, my dude?
Ain't nothing.
Hold on, before you give your thought, can I ask you a sidebar question?
Of course.
Did you have technical difficulties Sunday?
Yo, sorry. Yeah, I didn't even tell you. I was like all over the place. I had like 3 different lines. It was a whole thing, son. Like, we got a party, but that's a good one.
Yeah. Definitely need to find another outlet, because my whole Thursday show had to be canceled due to
That's what I thought was going to happen. That's what I thought was going to have to happen, but we kind of, if you listen to it, it was blank for like the first 8 minutes, and then we finally, I don't know what we did, but we here now.
We worked it out.
Yeah,
all right, so tonight we're talking about hush hush. Why is it when it comes to minorities being victims of heinous crimes, why you never really or rarely hear about them on mainstream media's headline pages? Like we'll get a little section, a little here. We don't get no follow up on the stories, and before you know it, the cases just kind of get swept under the rug.
Well, that's an easy answer. It ain't our media. Like, the people doing the media don't give a fuck about us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have no media to have our shit. That's why I think, like, shows like y'all show and just Gonzo After Dark in general and other podcasters out there, it's important that, those voices get heard, because they don't care, dude. They don't care. But even on the situation with, like, this thing that's going on now with the DC girls, we had covered it a little bit on Sunday. We had covered it with the DC girls, and a lot of the homework I had did, a lot of them was runaways. Like Tinida said, like, a lot of them aren't runaways, but nah, a lot of them are runaways. Like, it's hard to kidnap a 17-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old wander off. Come on, man. 17, we know what we're doing tonight. Or you couldn't get kidnapped at 17. You know what type of headache you would give somebody at 17? Like, trying to track. Like,
I'm not saying that they're not runaways. You probably have these girls who's running the street or whatever. But when they get caught up and get in a position that they get to this adult man or adult female who's persuading their mind, and then they can't go home after that, you know, they're being abducted and they're being taken.
All right,
like if it was
Time out. We gotta clarify something though. If they get themselves into a situation, right, and then they was out messing with some dude, and that's I consider that getting themselves in a situation. Now they're at his crib, they done bungeed them, they did all of this, they done did all of that. Now he's like, nah, fuck that, you can't leave. That's not being abducted. That's getting beat in your head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you done slept with the dude, y'all like did all kind of shit. Now he's saying you can't leave. That's not abducted. That's being held against your will. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different story. Statistics show that 90% are kids are runaway cases. That's that. And that's across the country. And the top 3 states, if I'm not mistaken, I don't really remember off top, it was like Pennsylvania. They was in that region with D.C. But I think the bigger picture is, what are they running away from? The shorty said her name was Kathleen. I wish I had my notes here, but her name was Kathleen some shit on NBC. She was like, she just came back and her situation at home, and a lot of her friends do it, and blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, damn, that's messed up. Everybody praying for y'all. Yeah, they said a lot of them just running away because of the situation, the poverty, the shit that's going on in the city shit. But like I was saying, they little brains can't fathom the fact that you're running away from a dangerous situation and you're putting yourself in a worse situation, like how Princey said. Now you can't leave. Like you did it on your own halfway, but the second half now somebody's saying you can't leave. I don't think they sex traffic. Like little black girls from the hood, they really heavy on the sex sex market like that. Like that's like a European, Asian, Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look at the little Brooklyn girls, little DC girls and stuff like that. I don't think.
I think it's something that all these girls are gone and no one makes a big deal about it. Okay, yeah, they probably got, oh, I have this car, I have this, or I can give you this lifestyle, not knowing what's going on, and then they can't leave. So yeah, to me, that's abducted. Like if I can't go, I can't leave, I can't say no, I don't want to be here. Then hey, that's abducted. Now come on, they're teenagers.
No, abducted is taken. Abducted is taken. Somebody took you. Yeah, if you can't leave, you're being held now against your will. You know what I'm saying? Even that would be sketchy now in the court of law. They would say, how'd you get there? Oh yeah, I walked in with him. And then what happened? He locked the door and told me to just chill a little longer. So now we're looking at something that's kind of light. Let me ask you a question. I honestly think that you don't think that a lot of noise is being made for this? It wasn't by NBC or CNN, but the hashtag, like Billy said, it kind of went crazy. Like
not really, because earlier today when I was still trying to do some research or whatever, I went on CNN, who's arguably maybe the world's biggest, news outlet or whatever, and there was nothing on the homepage. I scrolled through every article. Not even that. I hit the search bar and I put in missing DC girls, and nothing came up.
Wow.
So I was totally baffled. Like I had only, like when I go into Google and I put in missing DC girls, like all these other miscellaneous like websites came up or whatever. It wasn't none of the big outlets.
It kind of gave. I did the same thing, and it gave me like kind of like generic, like not the epidemic that kind of went down with.
See, somebody
like a bunch of milk parties.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, look, did you guys touch on the other thing? I seen the description was talking about the dude with the sword. Did y'all get into that or not?
Nah, I mean we can get into it now. It's all under the same umbrella of why we don't hear about these stories when heinous crimes happen to people of minorities.
Well, that guy definitely deserves the donkey of the day because he drove all the way up to New York to kill a black person because he said he hated black people his whole life, right? But then he kills an old 66-year-old black man who didn't pose a threat. But my thing is, now he's going to Rikers Island, which is run by black inmates and by black COs. It's like very little Aryans in like New York City like that. Like, why would he do that? Like it's over with for him. He just he pretty much that shit makes no sense to me.
First of all, I think he chose a 67-year-old man because he was scared to go against any other black man with
exactly.
what he was at. Right. Any other black man, he was like, oh, scared. So he's going to get somebody who's weak and feeble, and then he's going to say afterwards, I wish I would have got a more successful, younger black man because he was scared.
But he followed the dude. He followed the guy. They had him. He killed that guy. I don't know if it was before or after, but they have him on surveillance following another dude. But I guess that dude looked like he wasn't really with the shit. So yeah,
he was like a followed the dude.
Yeah. Then he got tired and it was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go for this homeless guy. But yeah, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. I don't know why they don't publicize it now. It's a lot of stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't hear anything about this man killing a random man just because he is black.
Because he's black. That was the motive of his crime.
No, I didn't hear it on the news or anything.
So wait, don't you have? Yeah, Sonny.
Have what?
No,
I don't know. I don't expect them to because it's not their media joints. Like it's my media joints. They don't care about that. They got an agenda. We know they got an agenda, so that's what they're gonna do. It's like that with good music too. It's like that with anything that's ours that's good. They don't really want it. Quick story before I go. I got almost fired from a job one time because I had a fight with a guy on the job over MOP because the dude told me he never heard of MOP and I was fucking heated because how the fuck you don't hear MOP, bro?
Why was you mad?
That made you mad?
Yeah, but we got to.
You was acting crazy.
Because it was like one of those arguments like. I was young. It was it was like this. This is like 98, 99. This is before my son was born. It was like 97 probably. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Virginia and I was thinking it was UPS or something. Like we was loading some trucks and we was talking about hip hop and he was like. Some shit, I think I might have been listening to it, playing it. He was like, man, fuck MOP. Fuck you mean, fuck MOP? Oh, that ain't no real group. We went back and forth, but the point of the story is he never heard of MOP. So it's a lot of good shit that people don't hear across the country. So, I don't know. Sometimes you got to fuck people up to get your point across.
Right. You was the angry black man. I'm sorry to tell you, you were the angry black man that time.
I probably was. I hurt my shoulder bad that day too. It was a fight. It was like one of those fights. We was down there wrestling the whole fight. So we was going back and forth, hitting walls and shit. It was ugly. It was stupid too.
Oh wait, you actually got into a physical fight with him?
Son, we was in each other's face. It was like, yo, so get on my face. Like, what up? MOP, yo, Brooklyn. You know how shit started getting. I think it might have been a third person there. Like, damn, son, niggas just playing Brooklyn. Like he was just amping the shit. Next thing you know, we touched.
Put the battery in your back,
Yeah, it was a battery, so that shit escalated real gradually. But next thing you know, we was banging into knocking boxes over. We both had each other by the collar. It was retarded. We got in big time. I think I lost my shit after. I think I lost my job behind it.
You should have. You deserve to lose. Yeah. I'm sorry, but you did. Like you started a fight and you were angry, and that's not for the workplace.
And you know what?
Listen, this was supposed to be the donkey of the day for the white guy. This was supposed to be my donkey of the day. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, later, y'all. I'm on.
Shout out to Sonny Winters. We appreciate you calling in, my dude.
Thanks, Sonny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. We got another call. You want to take another call and keep this thing moving? Because we passed our commercial break time anyway. All right. Let's take another call and keep this thing moving. Caller 0644. You're on live with the Eargasm Show. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, guys? Mama Buggs calling in.
Mama Buggs, what's really good?
Hi, guys. It's a very good topic because me personally, I feel so sad for that black man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, the guy said he did it and he went to Manhattan because he wanted the most publicity also.
Right.
And he said
that's crazy.
He said he came to specifically kill black men that's with white women too. He said that too.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I just heard that he was targeting black men, and he did want to come to New York City because of the high media coverage in the area.
Read it a little bit more. They tell you that he also wanted to get specifically black men that was with white women, which I don't know how he's going to find that out unless he's going to stalk them like they said. But that's what one of the things he has said. And also, far as I don't understand that neither. We all have all this high technology and stuff like that, but we can't find missing kids. What kind of fucking country are you in? Donald Trump to stop all these people. Go ahead.
They found Bin Laden in a cave. They still ain't find Biggie and Tupac
But
killers.
that's what I'm talking about. You got people, I mean, come on now. Something's wrong with this bullshit. I don't believe that these kids is just running away like that. And even if they are, you're going to eventually want to bring your ass home. You're not going to stay away from your family, your loved ones, your everything. You understand? If y'all remember the story about the guy that had the lady in the back of the house and he had babies by her and everything. They didn't get that girl, that girl was a grown woman.
Right.
Shit, that's some scary shit. And we got kids out here. I mean, that's scary. The kids can't even go out and do anything. You look at how many kids go out and they drug them with some drugs in their drink or whatever, and then they don't never come back home.
Right.
But I don't get it because we got, like I said, all this technology, but we can't find thousands and because there's thousands of teenagers missing.
But
they just not talking about it. Huh?
One of our, I want to speak to Michelle. I hope she's still there in Facebook. She said that African American body parts are high on the market, so they're taking a lot of. Like, when has it ever been so many in one period of time? I'm not talking about static runaways. We're talking about like abundance of girls at one time. Like something is wrong.
Yeah, but you remember, too, like what you're saying with the body parts. They was selling it. They was abducting the kids and killing them and selling their parts. It was a big, what you call it, like, oh, God, market for that at one time.
The black market.
Yeah, they was doing that, and from what I heard, they still doing that. But there's a girl on my job. Her sister is having, like, the beginnings of Alzheimer's. So they're going to put a chip in her.
Uh-oh, that's the start of the New World Order crap.
Yes, remember with that, with the eyes and all that kind of shit?
And the Alzheimer patients, when they wander off.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Her sister's in the beginning of it, so she said they're going to put a chip in her because they don't want her to go and they don't know where the hell they at. And I was like, well, is this what we coming to? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we got to all walk around like, huh?
They first started that with dogs.
Right, I was going to say, remember Frankie had a chip?
Yeah, so now they're starting to do it with humans. I don't know about this, yo.
And then what kind of effect is that going to have on your body? And then what? Every time you go to the airport, you're going to ring? The fuck?
Hold on, Ma. We got a comment from Facebook Live.
We also have Dwight. He's saying that
we got a comment from Facebook Live. Hold on.
Dwight believes that the police could be involved with this, with the kidnapping, and not letting everybody know what's going on with these black girls.
Yeah, but
what do you think? That could be another scenario.
Yes, but y'all know what y'all didn't speak about too. What do y'all think about the cop again that killed another black person and resigned? Come on, man. It's getting to be a little bit too much.
Where that happened at? Because I didn't hear about this. But like I'm saying,
that was all on the news. Another cop killed another black boy. I forgot how old he is. Another black teenager, and he resigned before they fired. And the family, I feel so sorry for them because it's just a mess. I was like, this is just a constant thing over and over. See, y'all didn't even hear about it. How is that? It's been on the news every day.
You know what city that's in?
Oh man, I can't remember because I be watching so much stuff. Because I tell you, when I watched about the black guy, I really actually cried. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, because it's sad that you walk the street and as big as that knife was, Billy and Princey, come on, that shit was like a sword.
Oh, he had one of those.
Did he have the knife out like?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Could you imagine you? That's why. Let me tell you something. Over here, I don't like people behind me.
Right.
I don't like nobody coming close up on me or behind me. When I went to go do my call, this Jewish man was standing directly in back of me, and there was seats, and I turned around. I was like, what the fuck? Because, I'm serious. It makes you paranoid because you don't know what these people going to do.
You damn sure don't.
I always said that we never know who our neighbors are.
Right.
Because you got to remember, a lot of things that go on, the United States being trained these people, and they come and they destroy us. You understand? Like if you look at the pilots and all that, they went to school over here.
Right.
They got trained over here. They using our equipment and they killing us. This shit is crazy. And we steady sitting back here talking about we got to march. I'm so tired of this shit. I am so tired of this shit. I mean, march for what? What is it doing? These people are losing all their loved ones. The kids is disappearing. I mean, come on, it can't get no worse than what kind of fucking country we living in. But yet Trump could ban people, and all this shit is going on right here. He can't take care of none of this shit.
Nothing.
Well, you know, the people that Trump is banning is the people that do have allegedly criminal background.
No, don't get me wrong. I think that if you're doing things like that, your ass don't need to be here. I agree with that.
All right.
But I'm just
in
saying,
essence, he's not really doing nothing that's really unconstitutional. It's really not a.
I'm saying like what you and Prince is talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What you and Prince is talking about. These babies missing. I don't believe they just all running away. I'm sorry, because like I said, you could be fast and grown and want to hang out and all that, but you want to bring your ass back home.
Yeah.
You want to meet your mom and dad.
You're gonna call someone. Someone's gonna
you want to do something. You're not gonna just stay out there like that.
Exactly, and especially I don't mean to be biased, but especially a black girl. She's gonna call one of her girlfriends.
Yes.
She's gonna, somebody is gonna hear something, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm not going home." That's gonna happen.
Even still, in this age of social media, when all these pictures are being posted, and you see your picture come up, you're gonna be like, "I'm not messing."
Yeah, but nobody says anything.
Right.
If it's a runaway. One of her friends is going to be like, yo, I know her. I know where she's at.
Right. That's crazy.
Look at the one on TV that they just had, the teacher. They think the teacher abducted the girl. And she was trying to get in contact with her sister, and then all of a sudden she just disappeared, and they know it's him, but they don't have that. They claim they don't have no idea where he's at. They said something about living off the grid, which I don't know what the grid is. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's pretty much when you're like, you don't have no social media links. You don't have. There's nowhere to find. There's no. It's hard to find you. Like you're not out. You don't have no credit cards. You don't have no listing. You don't have no known address. You're just out there.
But he was a teacher, so how was that? You understand? I don't understand what's going on here. They said they living off the grid, but he was a teacher. So you mean to tell me you got people coming in this country and they teachers, counselors, social workers, whatever, doctors, which is true, and nobody know who these people are. And I know it's true because you had plenty of doctors that came in here and did surgery and everything. Wasn't even a fucking doctor.
Yeah, I can't explain it. I don't know.
And now you got this other girl that's supposed to have been taken by her teacher. This world is just fucked up. And they said something like
L. Buggs just said the meaning of living off the grid is you have no electronic roadmap. So, you don't have no credit cards, you don't have no cell phone.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Because I said, what is that? And then I said, okay, but he was a teacher. So what do you mean you don't know where he's at? Yeah.
You don't have no listed work address on his work file or nothing, emergency contact, nothing.
Nobody have nothing, but I don't get it. But they can send a damn to the moon. They can go to other planets, and right here on your own damn Earth, you can't take care of none of this bullshit going on down here. And all we still doing is saying we got to go make a march. I don't get it.
You know what it is? It's if you don't have that money or anything like that, then in America, honestly, I believe you're not a factor. It's not nothing to make a big deal about because, hey, it's just these girls. Okay, and why are these girls being focused on? Because they know that, hey, nobody's going to care about them. Nobody is going to, if they already runaways, they already fast girls, so nobody's going to make a big deal. They're just going to say, oh, she's a runaway.
Shout out to L. Buggs who said.
You remember that was the same thing, Princey, that they said about all that time when they was killing all them prostitutes at one time. They knew nobody really cared because they was all prostitutes. But they still somebody's mother, sister, brother, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even like the guy in Georgia that killed all them black kids. I don't understand stuff like that, I'm telling you. And it's scary because now our kids don't have the freedom to really walk on this planet and be safe.
Right.
It's fucked up. Because like I said, that story with the guy with the knife, that shit was like a sword, like back in the old biblical time. Like, where the hell did he even get some shit like that from?
Was it bigger than the Crocodile Dundee knife?
Nah, I don't think it was that big. Crocodile Dundee, he had one of them
like,
damn.
no, that's a knife.
Shit, yeah, he had one of them damn. That was like a sword.
Did he stab him? Like, what is the details to what he
I
did
don't
to
know.
the man?
That's the only thing that I don't know. Because, for instance, I'm telling you, looking at that knife, it would make you cry. It made me cry, I'm telling you. Because that shit was big. That man had to be in excruciating pain. And let's thank God he just automatically died.
El Book said the knife is 26 inches long. That's 2 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I seen it. It was like a knife like back in the biblical time. That shit was crazy. I cried. I'm telling you, I tell you no lie. I cried because that was sad. That was really sad.
El Book said he hit him with multiple stab wounds and he was following another black man.
And then, like Sonny was saying, he might as well just kill himself because he's going straight to Rikers Island.
I'm looking at the sword now online, and it do look like something out of the movie. Like it's black.
Like medieval times or something.
It's black with a long handle.
It looks like some kind of Darth Vader shit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I said, where the hell did he get that shit from? You know, Billy, I watch the news every minute because I said I got to find out what the hell is going on in this crazy damn world. Like I said, you go outside, you don't know who's fronting you, back you. I don't like people running up on me or coming close to me or walking behind me because people nuts. And that's just unfortunately that the day and time that we living in, and all we're going to do, like I said, is march. It's just sad. It's just plain sad. It's just, we talking about it, but thank God, when it hits your family, it's a whole different outlook.
Yeah.
It's a whole fucking different outlook. So, I don't know, guys. I don't want to monopolize all the time, but like I said, it was a good topic that y'all talking about. I wish I would also bring up, like I said, about the other cop killing because this shit ain't stopping yet. It's just too much.
Can't bring it up if I ain't hear about it. I don't know about it. Now I got to Google it. I'm trying to Google it.
Yeah, Google it because that shit's been on the news every day. It's fucked up. He resigned before they did anything.
A week. They let it go for a week. But then when the little white girl go missing, you hear about. I'm still hearing about the little white girl who was the model. They still talking about her.
Benet Ramsey.
Yes.
Yeah, you know how long that been? Come on now.
Exactly. I'm still hearing about it.
That shit happened forever, and they, like you said, they still bringing that shit up. Look at the other one, the Jewish man that killed the other little white boy too. And he said he did it, and they trying to say he didn't do it. They still talking about that shit. That shit happened, 20 years ago?
Yeah, they just had actually on the news, which I saw, it had to be last year, 2016. Her friends and everybody, the little girl's friends who were with her, interviewing her friends and everybody.
Oh, but they get the coverage. They get the coverage.
They get the coverage.
Amazing.
Look, y'all guys remember the Jewish man right here, Billy, in my neighborhood, that abducted the little boy and chopped him up in pieces. Y'all don't hear no more about that either, do y'all? You know why? Because they Jewish. Y'all don't hear a damn thing about that no more. And that was right here in my neighborhood right here. That little boy decided the first time to walk to school by himself.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right, that was right here in my neighborhood. And right the day that he decided it's their own people, because, you know, they blame us for everything, abducted that little boy and cut him up in pieces.
Yeah, it's like Jeffrey Dahmer.
You don't hear a damn thing about that no more, though, do you?
Sure enough, don't.
You know? Don't hear nothing about it. That's how they do it.
Let us commit a crime.
Shit, we be under the cell, over the cell.
They keep talking about it.
A criminal background comes up where he went to
not even that. They harass you so bad.
A full profile lined up.
Yeah, your family and everything. Your family will have to get out of town because they're going to harass everybody.
Stuff that has nothing to do with anything. His tax returns be on the news. You'd be like, what the hell?
And what about the guy
Everything.
also that the one I see you watching the show about him, the young man.
Khalid Browder.
Right. He spent 3 years in jail for over a book bag
That he did not steal.
I remember that too. That was sad too. That's the boy that killed himself.
Yeah, he wound up killing himself.
Yeah, he killed himself. That was really sad too. That boy didn't do a damn thing, and they treated him, molested him, did all kind of shit to that boy, and that boy didn't do a damn thing.
He ain't do nothing.
Sad.
He was in there. He was in there 3 years. Even if he got a speedy trial, he wouldn't have got 3 years for stealing a book bag. So how do they justify this? Like, even if he did do it, and he didn't do it,
and
which is
crazy.
crazy.
And the person that was able to identify him
Left
was
the country.
out of the country.
And they still kept adjourning the case, pushing it back.
Yeah, because that's
this
how
should
they
be a
do
law
it.
in place. Like, listen.
No, they don't care. Billy, if they go as far as putting body cameras and all this bullshit, which we already know, they're going to say they didn't have their cameras on. We already knew the story.
Right.
You think they give a shit? They didn't know they could kill us, and all we're going to do is say, let's form a march. They're going to give us a little bit of money to pacify our asses. You understand? And
Right.
that's it. Ain't nothing else going to be done. That's it. Your loved one died, and you're going to get them few little millions or whatever, and that's going to be the end of the story. And they're going to say, okay, we're going to march, Black Lives Matters, and all this other bullshit. When really, in reality, not a damn thing matters because ain't nobody still doing nothing about nothing. And they still killing us because I'm just telling you now about the cop that killed this young boy. I wish you'll Google it. Killed this young man.
I'm Googling it, but you're not giving me much information to go by. I put
He ran into. I know he ran up into his house. I think he was 29, and the cop was an officer, and he resigned. Tell her Bugs to Google it. She could find it.
First you tell me it was a teen. Now you're telling me he's 29. Your facts is all
Tell her to Google. I'm telling you, it's on the news every day.
The man who was killed by a cop, and then the cop was resigned after he killed him. They say that he was 29 years old. Black man was shot.
No, she's just repeating the facts that you just gave us.
Oh, Lord. I'm saying that's what she did. Tell her to Google. I'm telling you, that shit is sad. They still fucking us up. They still messing us up, and ain't a damn.
So, Mama Bugs, he was able to resign without being brought to trial or anything.
He did it because they know that they're going to fire him or whatever, so he resigned first. That's why the family's having a fit, and they saying how he don't get no jail time, no kind of investigation, no nothing. And he just did that. Look, y'all got to find that one because that was terrible, too. It's ridiculous. I think they're trying to make a big deal because the guy supposed to have weed or some little petty shit. See, that's how we be fucked up, too. Because we have a little thing, a weed or whatever, then they say, okay, we can kill him because, we can always say it's another nigga doing drugs or whatever.
They can find something else.
Yeah, it's just, come on, man. This shit is ridiculous. This is the kind of world that we living in. And we know we go about our every day because, like I said, they haven't touched our lives in that way. But it's just so fucked up because, shit, we're going to be dead and our kids got to come up and how are they going to deal with this kind of shit? What they going to do?
Okay, I did hear about the case. What you failed to tell us is that it was an old case. This actually happened in 2012. This is the Ramarley Graham story.
Well, I'm almost 60,
Yeah, the NYPD officer fatally shot the unarmed teen in 2012 has quit to avoid being fired.
Yeah, that's it.
Discipline charges botched the department tactics after the shooting.
That's it.
So they shot him and they tried to cover it up with some other shit. So he tried.
So
he
never
quit.
did the cop ever get trialed or anything? Or
no.
He was found guilty.
They didn't do nothing.
Disciplinary trial, but I don't know what his sentencing or the what he was faced with. Okay? But yeah, I didn't hear so much about this either.
Yeah,
he quit to avoid being fired, but
right. That's why he quit. So this is what he can get away with all that shit like they always do.
Yeah, but
really
just because
take
he
you,
quit doesn't...
take you and Tyru's case, for instance. Look at the cops that tried to kill y'all. Nobody did nothing.
What cops tried to kill you?
And Far Rockaway when you wouldn't open the door.
What the fuck did you ever forget that shit? Man, Prissy, please, you was sleeping your brains out.
She wasn't sleeping. She just didn't want to answer the damn door.
Yeah,
She
I was ringing that bell like crazy. I was having a fit. And look how they covered that shit up.
Yeah, because when we went and filed the complaint, went to the police department, they tried to act like they couldn't identify who the officers was. Now, all of a sudden, they don't have a record of who was on duty that night patrolling that area. They don't know. It could have been fake cops.
It was bullshit.
Black or
They were white, 3 white cops.
And what did they do to you?
They grabbed us up, threw us against the wall, and it was like, oh, you guys supposed to come when we call you. It was like, get the fuck out of here. And we was making a bunch of noise and fussing back, and then they just left.
Shit, remember I called on Deb and everything.
Because she hit the panic button.
I ain't hit no damn panic button. I was out there, y'all trying to kill my motherfucking kids? You was weaving and bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving. That shit, I ain't gonna never forget that shit. I was ringing the bell, Pretty!
How do you call her up there with her
We had
scary
that one little black boy outside looking, and we was on that deserted little fucking block. Oh, come on, man. That shit was
like
crazy.
They kept trying to grab her. Like, get off me. Get off me.
So you recall, see, Billy, you don't recall. You're really getting old, son. You don't recall that was the police. They was real cops that supposed to have been running around busting people that they think that sold drugs and it was keeping the money and the drugs.
Right.
That was the story. Was it you and Tyrell? Y'all was in the car because you was fixing something in the car with your the blind thing.
The sunroof visor.
Right. See, that's what you getting old. I remember. I was laying on the couch. Huh?
I said, I remember the story.
Yeah, because I said, you act like you're getting kind of old here. I was laying on the couch. Tyrell came and said, what the fuck? That's what made me jump up. And when I went outside, you was bobbing and weaving. I said, what the fuck is going on out here? Then I called Deborah. I said, Clyde, call the police. And then they supposed to have been police. So remember, the investigator said, no, they was real cops. And it was so crazy. No fucking police ever came, remember?
No. Not at all.
Well, you have to realize what neighborhood you were living in. And
so what that mean? Because I live in that neighborhood, I don't deserve police protection and service? To be protected and served by Popo?
That's how they'll kill you for what she's saying. They'll kill you for that. They'll be like, oh, they just get off.
They don't come. They don't. When you call them, they come when they get ready. Call the cops
they
now.
do.
If I call the cops right now.
Oh, they'll be here.
They'll be here in 2 seconds.
They'll be here in 2 seconds.
5 car deep.
2 seconds they'll be there. That's how they are. She's right, because depending on the neighborhood that you live in, she's right, they're not going to come. Because I call Aunt Deb always, Aunt Deb all the way in the Bronx, and I told her to call the police. They ain't never showed up.
Did she ever call?
She called. She called.
She called. They ain't never showed up. That shit was crazy. I said, you see how she could take place, and you don't even know what the hell's going on.
Yep.
Shit is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's a crazy fucking world we living in.
Well,
but this house.
I gotta quote Ice Cube. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
They don't care.
Boys in the hood, they don't care, and they don't care.
We're not a factor in
anything.
The way it is, the way they look at it is, I guess, black lives are expendable.
Yeah, because look how they killing us. So it got to be. It has to be that because they killing us left and right, and they still doing it. We don't even know how many they did after that because they probably not saying shit, so there won't be no commotion.
All right, so what's the solution, Mama Bugs?
Well, I don't know, because I got one foot in the grave, so shit. That shit ain't on me.
You don't have one foot in the grave. You just beginning life.
You got that big 6-0 coming. You better stop playing.
Hey,
shit, that's another lie. You're telling on. That's another lie you're telling on the radio. Shit, I got one foot in the grave. That's up to y'all young people. That's what I'm saying. We got kids. Y'all got kids. You know what I'm saying? We got my papa. You got Joyce. You got Janiyah. You know, they supposed to be our future. What the fuck they got to look forward to if they can't even go to the store and come back?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's ridiculous.
You better start ordering.
We need to teach our generation that to be somebody and do things in life in order to get respect, because if if you're not anywhere in life, no one is going to respect you and no one is going to hear your voice. So you got to stay in your books, do what you have to do to become a factor. Don't let them say that, okay, no, you're a non-factor. And when you do become a factor, teach other kids of your race. Don't forget about where you came from.
So even in school, Princey, they would tell you, just like they told your husband, he was too little and he was black. I'll never forget that either. He said,
and they installed that in your head.
Yeah, he said
Remember,
he said, Billy, what you want to be? You said you want to play ball, basketball. He said, well, you know you're black. Remember that teacher?
You got 2 strikes against you. It wasn't a teacher, it was a dean.
Yeah, he said you
His name
black.
was Mr. Nielsen. I'll never forget him.
Yeah, I'll never forget that shit.
He said you got 2 strikes against you.
Like that.
You're black and you're short.
Yep, he sure did. He sure did. And they do shit like that. It's just like
nothing.
You a damn liar. I say, how you want to tell my son some shit like that? You need to stop lying, boy. The older you get, my mother said, the dumber you get. But let me tell you, even with me, when I went to the recruiters to go on the service, that's what they told me, that I was short. I was too short, and I was overweight at the time. And at that time, I was skinny. So we can't fucking win.
In your head.
we can't win. But anyway, guys, I just want to, like I said, it's a good topic you're talking about. I don't have the answer. I'm too old. I ain't thinking about no damn answer right about now. And I don't know what to tell you because, can't keep marching. How we going to march? Our bones and everything is hurting now. Shit.
That's for the millennials. We got these millennials out here with nothing to do. They need to pick up
They
the
need to
fight.
take all them Bloods and Crips and all them people running around killing people for no reason. Let them do something. Shit. I don't get it. That's the ones they need to put in service. And let them go over there and fight with ISIS and all this crazy shit that they come over with. They got all these. They claim that they waking up all these little cells now when people doing shit like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful running around the streets and don't have people coming up behind you. Don't know what the hell they doing. It's ridiculous. All right, guys. I don't want to take up the whole show, but.
All right, Mama Bug.
3 times already, right? Later, guys.
Later. Shout out to Mama Bugs. All right, we gotta pay some bills because we ain't paid no bills in over 45 minutes. This portion of the show is brought to you by sportsforprofit.com. There's at least 9 things that you could do to turn your passion into profit. Check them out, y'all.
Shop Golden Child ENT for the latest Golden Child ENT merchandise, music, and much more. Just log on to www.goldenchildent.com and click on the Shop Golden Child ENT tab for your shopping options. In addition, visit us on eBay at Golden Child ENT for a variety of quality goods and name brand products at tremendous savings. That's www.goldenchildent.com or visit us on eBay. And remember, Golden Child ENT. We shine brighter.
Are you a sports fan interested in ways that you can make money from your passion of sports? If so, you really need to check out sportsforprofit.com. Did you know there are at least 9 things you can do right now to monetize your sports passion? To learn more, visit our website at www.sportsforprofit.com and turn your passion into profit.
For the latest in entertainment, new music, videos, fashion, and worldwide news, log on to www.goldenchildent.com. Updated on a daily basis to get you up to date with the latest. Follow Golden Child ENT on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. Golden Child ENT. We shine brighter.
Welcome back to this Tuesday night edition of the Eargasm Show on Gonzo After Dark Radio. I'm your host, Buggsy, kicking it with my lovely co-host.
Tinida.
And shout out to my cousin Luis, and shout out to Taekwon and Facebook Live. I see y'all. Remember, Gonzo After Dark, we have two shows. We have the Eargasm Show, which is hosted by myself and Tinida. We come on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. And then on Sunday, you have the Clapback Calamity, hosted by L. Bugs and Sunny Winters. They come on 7 o'clock on Sunday. Remember, Gonzo After Dark Radio is on all social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Google+, and Tinida's favorite,
Facebook.
So make sure you guys, when you check us out on social media, that you click the likes, you click the follows. Also, you can hit the website, which is www.gonzoafterdark.com. You can sign up for our newsletters. You'll be the first to be notified when shows are updated and, you know, what's going on with the station, what's going on with the individual shows, what's going on with the hosts and everything. But tonight is Season 2, Episode 25. We're talking about the Hush Hush. We're talking about the missing girls in D.C. and, you know, stories like the James Harris Jackson story, which rarely get the headlines on mainstream media. There's really no follow-up. You really hear nothing when it comes to minorities being victimized during haters' crimes. So that's what we're talking about tonight on this topic.
What's up?
Did you just go blank, man?
No, I didn't go blank. I agree with you. Like, this is what we're talking about. What do you think we need to do in order? What needs to happen in order for us to be on mainstream media when something actually happens to us to get people listening and knowing what's going on?
Well, before social media, the way things were spread can still be spread today, which is simple word of mouth. Now that we have social media in place and we have these platforms like Twitter and you know, Facebook, and we have the hashtags, I think it's, you know, our community needs to be involved in hitting the shares, spreading the words. Instead of all is, you know, everybody likes to post jokes on Facebook and they like to post the memes, but when it comes to serious situations and stories and crimes and things of this nature and stuff that needs to be spread, it's like nobody hits the share button. So I don't know if our community is just as much as fault getting this out there and not making it a priority as it is for these other mainstream outlets. Because if we're not doing it and we're not caring about it or we're not spreading the word, what makes you think that they are going to do it on their own? So I think that's the ground roots of it, which is spreading the word, sharing it, and utilizing social media, which is the way to go.
DJ Chris says that if we're not, if we don't respect and support ourselves, how can anyone else respect and support us?
Right.
And I think that's a lot like, I think it goes back to actual slavery, wherein we were put in our heads that, you know, we can't make it, we can't do anything. So now we're like crabs in a barrel. We're not unified. I feel like we're like the only race that's not unified, and it's crazy to me that I can go into a Jewish neighborhood and everything is beautiful.
Right,
and
they got their own police, their own ambulance service. They shut down blocks and let the kids play in the middle of the street.
I can go into the Italians where they got Staten Island locked down, and it's beautiful there. But when you go into a black neighborhood, Newark or Bed-Stuy, you know, everything looks horrible. Even if we don't have money, why is it that everything looks horrible? Why can't we put love into what we have?
I never
and so many of us are artists, are, you know,
creative people.
We're so creative that we can just make everything wonderful, but we go to work and work for somebody else and make everything that they have beautiful. Like, no, let's come together. Keep your homes beautiful. Like, keep your land nice. Like, you have to love where you at and who you are in order for anyone else to love us.
Shout out to Lemon, who says black people are selfish and only think about their own. Let's take a call and keep this thing moving. Caller 4420, you're on live with the Eargasm Show. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Corey, Bill, this is Corey. What up?
See, what's good, my dude? How you been, man?
I'm all right. I've been out of space with Sonny and L Bugs. They had me way out of space, but now I'm back.
You back, my dude? Everything's good?
Yeah, everything all right. What's up with the tournament? Let's switch lanes real quick, man. Talk about this tournament going on, the NBA and all of that. What you think is gonna happen?
Final four. I'm gonna take North Carolina to beat Oregon and South Carolina to beat Gonzaga, and I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say South Carolina's gonna win it all.
That's a good pick. That means you know where you come from. Thanks.
That
I'm out.
that matchup zone is tough.
Go.
All right, see, appreciate you calling in, my dude.
All right.
Later. All right, so we shorten up, for those of you that are unaware, we shorten up the show today. And going forward, we're going to do 1 hour instead of 2 hours to compact it a little bit. You got any final closing thoughts, Peanut?
Well, like I was talking to the Facebook people while you were on your call, for us to see change, we have to change. In your neighborhood, go to your neighbor and tell them, listen, let's do a neighborhood watch, or let's make sure, let's have every Friday where we clean up our neighborhood, we do things for ourselves, or let's write our mayor together and make sure that, we get these things together and get it put forth in our neighborhood. Once we start doing that, that's the only way that we can unify and have something to call our own, because come on, we are smart. We're beautiful. We have everything in our power. We just need to use those resources to put forth for us. If you see a African American at your job, don't look at them cross-eyed because now it's another black person here.
That's your competition.
No, it's not your competition. Wow, go to him and be like, listen, I'm gonna show you the ropes.
Right. This
is us here. Let's have more of our people come in. And I believe that if we can see things that way, then maybe we can come together. For me, I can only make this step. I can change myself and do what I have to do for myself.
That's where it starts.
You know what I mean?
That's where it starts.
So when I see an African American or my people or my minorities, I'm reaching out to them. I'm saying, listen, what are you doing? What kind of work you doing? Even if it's just a friend. Sometimes we don't even do referrals for our own friends because I don't want to do that. No, I'm going to hook my friend up and I'm going to tell them, listen, this is what you need to do. This is where you need to go, and not be selfish about the situation. So let's not be selfish, and let's see each other as one, and then maybe we can do something.
All right, hold on. We got 90 seconds to the show. We got to try to take 2 callers and squeeze these in.
2 callers.
All right, caller 8458. You on live with the Eargasm Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? 8458. Yeah, that's you. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Yeah. What's good? It's DJ Chris, D.
DJ Chris, what's poppin'?
Hey, DJ Chris.
I'm chilling. What's going on?
Turn your radio down in the background and get feedback.
Oh, all right, I'm down now. I'm good. We good?
All right, you good. We good. We live.
All right. This is my 1-2. Until we have the same mindset like the Jews, we not going to move forward. A Jew, man, you know how the Jews move? If they want something, there's a Jew that, if they want something, they want a TV, car, toaster, it's a Jew that sell it. That's who they support. You know what I mean?
Keep the money in their community.
Exactly. Yo, I had a homeboy, quick example. I had a homeboy that had a pet shop in the hood in East New York. All right? All the top food, all the stuff, vitamins and all that, teaching people about their dogs and all that. Mind you, he lived in the hood for over 25 years. All right? And people was bypassing his store, going to the corner store to buy the Alpo, the bullshit, not supporting their own people. And his store closed down. You know what I mean?
That's
because
crazy.
He wasn't getting that support. And that's what's gonna happen. If you notice, black establishments, they struggle
Yeah.
They struggle.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yo, when a white person is coming up with something, yo, they have investment parties for them, B. You know what I mean? Yo, there's a party in Manhattan every day. I deliver flowers in the city every day. Yo, there's a party. Yo, if you got a T-shirt business you coming up with, them white boys, yo, word up, they got like 5, 6 investors. Yo, we going to have a party for you. We going to get you some more investors. Yo, we need our own to invest in each other. Until we do that and start making them respect our dollars, we going to always be blackballed when it comes to the kids being found, anything that happened with the black. When it comes to whatever happened to black, it's just on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't get that same kind of outpour and outcry if it was little Jennifer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That got snatched up. You know what I mean? No Amber Alert for 14 kids, but there'll be an Amber Alert for a little white girl missing in Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Interrupt the whole day and all that. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, I'm checking out. Great show, y'all. Word up.
Appreciate your calling, DJ Chris.
For calling in.
No doubt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for tonight. Make sure you guys check us out this Thursday. We'll have another hot topic for you, because I sent this one at least 15 topics for her to review.
15 topics. I got to review them.
Choose one. These are good ones, so make sure you guys tune in this Thursday.
But let our listeners know, we have a lot of listeners here that can't hear our callers.
A lot of listeners on Facebook Live. Make sure you clarify that.
You guys need to log into Gonzo After Dark. You can hear our callers then. And then also, if you call in, you can call in and you can just listen to the show as well. And that's 668-888. 646-668-8649.
And press 1.
To speak to the host, you press 1. But
just
if you
to listen
just
live,
listen
you can just sit there and listen live.
You can just call in 646-668-8649, and you can just listen to the show.
But that's our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check us out Thursday.
We'll be back Thursday. We're going to have something hot for you.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
We are out.
8 to 9 now.
9 to 10.
9 to 10.
9 to 10.
9 to 10.
I swear talk, baby, yo, never been so hot. That's why I keep the locks with Gonzo After Dark. Gonzo crew out the box, came all the way from the block. Rise me to the top, you gotta like him a lot. Sunny Winters, Elba, clap back calamity, survivalist, politics, revolutionary family, overseas and abroad, militant with expression, right and all wrong. It's all about progression. I ain't so with MVP, on sports with the eye test. Analyze the game, listeners digest. There's always a story behind the numbers. Pull up the charts, characters on 100. Eargasm with Buggsy and Princess from down south to the tri-state, talk of the city. We the voice of the people, live as interviews, social life and news, games and gossip too. Gonzo After Dark, 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 Gonzo After Dark.
Progressive presents Mindfulness with Flow.
You are a mighty fortress of supreme knowledge. Progressive Direct has not only revealed their rates, but those of their competitors. If you were any more in the know, you would be drowning in, the know.
Compare Progressive Direct rates with competitors' rates, because knowledge is power. Visit Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.